Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today is part 2 on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, how to really fine tune it so you get the most out of the battery. I did part 1, link over there, and that seems to have worked enormously for a lot of people. Average battery on screen on time now, about 6 to 7 hours on screen on time on the Exynos. On the American version, it would be even more. So here I'm going to show you how to really fine tune it, but without disabling any of the functionality. I've gone through what a lot of other YouTubers have recommended, and some of them don't really work, and you're just disabling stuff that won't make any difference. So enjoy the video, press subscribe if this really helps. I'm nearly up to, I was going to say 1 million viewers, but not quite there yet. So, but please subscribe, press the like, and if you've got friends with the same phone, please share it on your social networks. It really motivates me, and enjoy. Okay, straight in with this. Please watch number 1 if you haven't already done this, link above. We're going to go into the fine tuning, and with this you will be able to increase your battery quite substantially. So you go to settings. This is regarding the Google Play services, which is using a lot of battery in the background. I've noticed that when people complain and they put their screenshots. So you go to accounts, which there, and press accounts. Now, all these are my accounts. I've had to blank them out, obviously. But if I go to, let's have a look at any one of these, my main one, sync account. Sync is on for all items. Now this is my major account, but if you've got many other accounts using Gmail or Google rather, delete the ones you don't use. Like I don't use Google Play Movies and TVs. I don't want that. I do use Google Calendar, Google Drive, Google Keep Notes, Google Contacts, and People's Details. So those I have ticked, but on the other ones that I don't use so much here, if I go to my sync account, notice I'm only syncing 1 out of 6 things, and I don't even want that to be synced. That seems to often turn on by itself, by the way, and I don't know why it does that, but it does. So you may want to go through all your Gmail accounts, and some of them, like my Hotmail account, I only really will use my email, and it just is syncing my email, which is exactly what I want. So if we go to another account here, let's really back it up on Samsung account, and let's see what else I got. That's pretty much it. Now that should make a lot of detail. You do want auto sync your personal details on, so that will help you dramatically. Now if that doesn't work, or doesn't work well enough, go to your settings, go to apps, and you go to Play Services. Let's have a look. Play Services here, and you go to, let's have a look, storage. You clear the cache, and I'll do that now. Done. Now what you can do is clear the data as well, and that means you're going to have to sign in again. I wouldn't do that unless you've got major problems, and then you probably want to reset your phone if you have to do that. But what I've just done should make a major that's another YouTuber to do, basically really will help you on that. You can disable it, but of course you need that running. So that's number 1 thing to do. That will make a major difference. Next, we go to settings again. Actually, we go to utilities, in my case, battery. And if I go to power mode, some people have actually turned that off, and they've gone to medium power, and they've turned on the adaptive power saving as well. I found the sacrifices of that were not that great. I'll show you what I mean. If I turn that on, it's going to turn off all these other things. I do not want my always on display on. I do not want my screen resolution to be reduced, and many other things it will do, so I'm not going to do that. I found if you turn the power savings on, that really just seems to make the phone a little bit sluggish. You don't need to do that. So keep it on optimize and that'll be fine. Other things, settings. These are all my settings, by the way, that I've got on right now. By the way, I have Bluetooth running all the time. Doesn't seem to make much of a dent on the battery. I'm sure if you turn it off, it would improve, but it may not be worth it because I'm using the new Galaxy Buds Live, and I don't want to have to keep on turning it on and off. I have the mobile data on all the time and Wi-Fi automatically. So here, if we go to, let's say, location, which, by the way, I have all the time, it's on because I use the equivalent of Uber where I am. I want the location. You know, you spent a fortune on this phone. You don't want to have to disable stuff. But if you press location, now, improve accuracy, you've got that mode. I have that off. I do have the Wi-Fi scanning. That seems to make it much more accurate. Doesn't seem to take up much battery. And I have the Bluetooth scanning off. I notice that does affect the battery, so turn that off unless you need very fine tuning for location all the time. Now, also by turning off the location, it would improve your battery, but again, you don't want to, I mean, the whole thing of this video is so you don't have to keep on disabling stuff, frankly. Then you go to, let's have a look here. We go to wire connections. We're going to go to Wi-Fi. And I'm going to go to advanced. All these I've got turned on. It really does help dramatically with absolutely no negatives that I could see. I've turned a few of these things off to see if it made a difference. Some people say it does. I have not found that at all. I've even got the Wi-Fi power saving mode on, and that basically has made no difference as well. It's been excellent. So just follow everything that you see here. They're all pretty much turned on. Next we go to, let's have a look here. I don't use that NFC. It's not available really in my country at the moment, so I don't use that. Mobile networks. And I have that on. And now this is important. So go to mobile networks. I don't know if this is available in every country, just to let you know. You go to network mode. Notice I've got the light 3G and 2G and auto connect. If I tap on that, I can add 5G. At the moment, I don't have 5G. I've actually just ticked the one below because otherwise it's searching for 5G all the time. And I have had that on, and I've noticed that is draining a fraction more battery. I've used many of the battery monitor apps out there to get this exact. I won't bore you with all the details, but that's what I recommend until you get 5G in your area. Okay, was there anything else that I really wanted to mention? I just look at my notes on my other phone here to see if there's anything else. Okay, right, that's it. Some people said you should close all your running applications. Personally, I found that makes no difference. In fact, there's some thoughts from other way technical people than me that say by doing that, and every time especially if it's an app you use all the time, and if you open it again, you're using more power. This way, they're just running in the background, and that's how the phone is designed to be, and it shouldn't, again, take any battery. Obviously, the brightness is the main thing that uses your phone. I have mine on 50%, thereabout, and I have it on auto brightness. You can turn off the auto brightness, but I find it to be so good on this phone. On some other models, it's really not good at all. And it just adapts to wherever you are instantly. Again, it's an artificial saving, in my opinion. You know, again, you just don't want to ruin your phone with all these things that you could do. I've also tried using what's called the Galaxy, from the Galaxy store, they've got something that's called App Booster and App Monitor. It's part of the Good Lock application system. I have found they don't do anything whatsoever. The other thing that you can do, I don't, but other people said it makes a big difference. I can understand why. If I go to, actually, app issue history, notice I've got no apps of any history. The one that was causing me a problem before was eBay, but it looks like it got an update and now is fine. And if I go to, let's have a look here. Optimize now, you should do that every so often. But there's another thing here that I wanted to show you under advanced and auto restart. I do it now a little bit, and I have it 3 times a week at 5 a.m. in the morning. It turns the phone off by itself, so long as you're not using it and so long as the phone is being charged, turns itself on, so it gets rid of all the stuff in the background. Works very well. The only negative, it seems when it turns it on, even though I got do not disturb on, it sometimes, you can hear the vibrate from the battery when it turns itself on. Bit annoying, but at the moment on this phone, it hasn't seemed to cause any problems. I don't even know if it does do that. But these are all the settings I've got under advanced. You should turn those on. Okay, next one. There are people that said you could run the Bixby routine, so when you're in your house or office, it will automatically turn this on and that on and this on and that on. I found there's no need. I have tried it. I found it made no difference. Let me see what else, if there's anything else here. Okay, that's pretty much it. Oh, and the other thing that you don't want to do, which other people have said they're doing, which I think is terrible if they're doing it, personally. Display, and if I go to motion smoothness, I have it on adaptive. So you do have the 120 hertz. You spent a fortune for this phone, and that's one of the main features. It makes it so smooth. If you do press standard, and I have done that for one day, you can get about 20% more battery, which is substantial, but frankly, don't do it unless you really need it. When you're out, if you're running out of battery, then turn on some other functions, reduce your battery usage that way, but this is an artificial saving. So that's the main way to really increase your battery, combined with episode number 1. I may do another one, in fact I will do another one shortly on how to increase it even more. I use Facebook, and as you can see it's marked Facebook in the middle where I'm pointing, but it's not Facebook. It's another app that is they call it, I'm not sure what they call it now. It's basically, they've taken the mobile version, and it's a wrapper, and improved on the mobile. So you can actually, let me just show you, I go to Facebook. Okay, I go to settings and I go to special. So you can remove all the advertising. You can have the night theme automatically, day or night. I've chosen the night theme as AMOLED. Again, make sure your phone, by the way, is set on dark settings or AMOLED settings. That will reduce your battery usage a lot on the screen. So this is a great app. I'll go into this in more details a bit later on. But if you use Facebook, this will improve your privacy and take at least 20% less battery. I also use another app, let me have a look, under utilities, which is called Hermit, which is a great shortcut app that basically does the same, improves your privacy, gets rid of apps, and takes up very little battery. I'll do an app that combines both of those very, very soon on my next video. Hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, helps the channel enormously, and I'll see you soon.